Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome to another edition of Sports Sunday where we talk about sports, life, and everything in between, and NBA Hangtime is back. I took a really long time off from playing this, and man, I'm really pumped to do this again. I've been really wanting to do one of these for a few weeks, but I've been really sick for a while now, and so just really haven't had the opportunity to do it. And since basketball season is kinda, back in the swing of things, then we're able to get back into this. We do not have any attribute points. I just had to check that because I wasn't sure. It's literally been, it feels like it's been probably like 6 months since I've done one of these, so we'll just have to jump back into it. I really hope that we can keep the undefeated season going. I think we're like 14-0 in here. So we'll just have to see what happens. I'm a little bit concerned about how well we're gonna do here, but we'll see. Plus, I've got a story for you guys. It's quite possibly a story about the best comeback that nobody ever watched, because it wasn't nationally televised at all. And I didn't watch it either. I'm not gonna say that I didn't get to switch. Oh god, this is gonna be, oh boy. I mean, don't get me wrong, J.R. Ryder's awesome, but he's not he's definitely not anywhere near as good as Rasheed Wallace. So hopefully we can have a strong first half here. Really, we lost the tip. Okay, I gotta be careful here. I don't even remember the damn controls of this game. Oh no. Okay, we'll be okay. Oh my god. Okay. All right, we're good. We're good. I think I've got it down now. But anywho, so this game, this magical comeback that nobody ever watched was. It was, I'm trying to remember, I think it was Nevada and New Mexico they played last night, and it was just the weirdest thing. It was a game that was pretty close for the majority, well, not for the majority of the game, but for a nice chunk of the game. It was actually pretty close, but in the second half, it really started getting away from itself. And so, apparently, and I'm gonna try to remember this as well as I can, but with about 11 minutes to go in the game, it was a 25-point game. So Nevada was losing by 25 points with 11 minutes to go. And so naturally you would think if that's the spread you're working with, then that game is over. I mean, I personally can't think of a time that somebody has come back from a deficit like that. And so, naturally, oh come on, you just stole it right out of my hands out of midair, huh? All right, well, this isn't going the way that these types of games normally go. Normally I'm, slapping to base pretty good here in the opening quarter, but it is not really going the way that I would have expected. We're still winning, but it's a little weird. Oh, come on, go. He's on fire, all right. Oh, we've got team fire. Oh, that's the best kind. And then it's gonna go away. God damn it, of course. The first time we get team fire and it's gone before I can even shoot. That's the worst. Anywho, so yeah, there's 11 minutes left, and they're down by 25. There's like 7 minutes left, and I think they're still down by like 17. Even with like 49 seconds left, they were down by 10. And they just went on an absolute barrage. I mean, just a total unmitigated barrage of three-pointers. Like, I think on like 7 of their final 8 possessions of the game, they hit a three-pointer, and like just without having to shoot another one. Like, they just go down the floor, shoot a 3, and make it. It wasn't like, a whole shitload of like desperation threes where they're just hoisting them up and they're not going anywhere and they've got to take like 3 per possession. They're just draining these things. And so it comes down to it. Oh my god, that shot was terrible. It comes down to it, and miraculously, Nevada ties the game, and so they go into overtime. And which is ridiculous. I mean, they erased a 25-point deficit in 11 minutes to tie the game. So they go into overtime, and New Mexico reestablishes. Oh my God! You've got to be fucking kidding me! God, these guys are annoying. They reestablish a 5-point lead with about a minute to go, and it just so happens that was a weird shot. It just so happens that this, they're just going on another tear of shooting 3-pointers, and they bring it within 2. They get the ball back with 8 seconds to go, and one of the kids from Nevada just goes out and launches another 3-pointer, hits the game-winning 3, and they complete the world's greatest comeback that has ever graced the world. It was nuts. And then you look at the stat line. Shouts to Jordan Caroline. He was the guy that was like the main instrument of this wild ass comeback, because through the course of this game he had 48 points. 48 points. I mean that is just absurd in every stage of everything. I mean, you don't really come across a lot of, individual scoring efforts like that. I mean, we haven't seen, people scoring like that in games since, the Jimmer Fredette for BYU type of thing, where he was putting up like 35 a game for a while. But yeah, dude, this kid, he had like 48 points on like 16 of 28 shooting, so it was actually pretty efficient shooting, believe it or not. And he's gonna drain it. So it was actually a really efficient day for him, and he's gonna hit that one too. Come on, go, please, thank you. Come on, steal it. No. Okay, we're good. 38-31's not exactly where I want to be. Normally we have a bigger lead in this, but it's actually not too bad.
The halftime leader is blank.
It's not too bad. 54% from 3. J.R. Ryder actually had 12 points. I gotta give him credit, but he is not the man we want. This is the man we want. There we go. That's how you're gonna. Sam Cassell, the alien himself, the alien dude. Sam Cassell has one of the weirdest looking heads. Like every time I remember seeing him, I always thought that he just looked like an alien that they tried to integrate into regular American living. What the hell was that? Oh God! Here we go. Here comes the onslaught, and we don't have a very big buffer to work with either. There we go. Yeah, he looks like a guy that, he arrived on a flying saucer. They took him down to Roswell. And they're like, all right, you obviously look about as alien as it gets. So we're gonna experiment with you. We're gonna try and see if we can, integrate you into regular Earthling living here, and we're gonna have you play in the NBA. And we're gonna download some playing skills into your mind, and we're gonna send you out there and see what you can do. And he was actually a pretty good shooting guard. I mean, not the greatest in the world, but he most certainly wasn't terrible. There we go. Nice little 8-point lead. Nope. Oh no. Oh damn it. Kevin Johnson, the mayor. I think he's a mayor. There we go. But yeah, dude, it's so cool. I really wish a game like that would have been against, would have been between 2 higher profile teams, because that would have been something that people would have been just dying to watch. Like, I really hope that someday they do like one of those ESPN like 30 for 30 things on that, because that would totally be a great little mini 30 for 30. And you get I can see the commercial right now. What if I told you that the greatest comeback in NCAA history was a game that nobody even watched? That's something that I'd be all about watching. Here we go. Up by 8. I'm feeling okay about this. I mean, is it the greatest lead in the world? Probably not. But is it a sufficient one that's gonna evaporate in like 3 seconds? Also, yes. Give me that leaner. Oh! Man, I can't seem to get those, those little rebound putback layup things. I've been trying to do those this whole game, and I just can't seem to get it. Oh well, what do you do? I'll tell you, speaking of entertaining games, I watched the Oregon-Washington State game last night, and I saw, it was such a weird thing. It was probably one of the worst calls I've ever seen. I saw probably the weirdest called flagrant 2 foul that I think I've ever watched. And it was on an Oregon player. And I know why they did it, because, all the Grayson Allen antics of him tripping players, which he totally did it again, by the way. He did it again in another game yesterday against whoever the hell it was. I don't remember who it was. But he was like fighting around a screen or something, and he totally stuck out his foot and tried to trip a guy again. He didn't actually trip him, but it's the fact that he just continually thinks that he can get away with that. Like, I really, really hope that they just kick him off the team, because he's such a little bitch. He just, he gets suspended for a game. He comes back out and he's like, all right, well, everything's back to normal. I can go back to just being a professional dick again, and nobody's gonna be the wiser. But anywho, so now, like, anytime anything happens, ever involving kinda like gray area shots on people, they now kind of overreact to it, and that's what happened in this particular thing. What happened is Oregon guard Dylan Brooks, he drives down the lane. He drives down the lane and he puts up a shot against the Washington State power forward or whatever. Oh god. No! God, I still can't get that rebound. Here we go. We got this one. Oh yeah. So he drives down the lane. He tries to put up kind of a little bit of an off-balance like layup on this guy, and it kind of careens off the rim, and it goes off to the side, and he's like combating for the rebound, and one of their other players are combating for the rebound. This is a really close game right now, and oh no, oh damn it, no. Get the thing! Oh, go, baby, go. Come on. You've got to be kidding me. He literally, oh, that's perfect. Yeah, you go right ahead and do that. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. Oh! Hey, that's fine. I'll take a 1-point win. That's fine. Wow. That was way too close, man. Woo! We've had some 1-point wins in the past, but over the last few games, we've really been doing it. Wow, we actually got outscored by Kevin Johnson. I think that might be the first game that we've been outscored. Wow. Interesting. But hey, the dude made a lot of shots. But yeah, so he goes for the rebound. This other guy goes for the rebound. And they kind of go for it, and the Washington State player like pulls the ball out of Brooks' hands, and so that makes him like fall backwards on the floor. But the way that he falls back, like his right leg gets like trapped under his body, which, if you're not careful, that could totally blow out a knee. And so, naturally he tries to free up his leg by kind of kicking it out sideways. And there was so much like energy built up into that when he got his leg out, it kicked upwards, and he totally kicked this Washington State player right square in the balls. What NBA team scored the most points per game during the 94-95 season? Oh boy. I want to say the Magic. Hey, all right, there it is. I think Shaq was on that team, wasn't he? So that would totally make sense why he was. Hey, 15-0. But yeah, so his leg just involuntarily shot up and kicked this Washington State player in the balls. But it was a play that like nobody was even looking at it, and so they go down the floor and they end up, doing whatever. And they go through another play, but they go back and they review this thing, and they're looking at this play over and over and over and over again for like a solid 7 minutes or so, and they totally assessed a flagrant 2 for that. And like everybody on the broadcast was like, why? Why would you call that? Because like there was no intent. Like he wasn't even making eye contact with this guy that he accidentally kicked. And they're saying that, because a flagrant 2 is excessive contact that was basically on purpose. And like, I don't know how in the hell they assessed that that was on purpose, but he wasn't even looking at this dude. And the only reason why he did it is because he did it to not blow out his knee. And I mean, so you have to move the leg. But oh man, it was the worst call. It was one of the worst flagrant calls I've ever seen in my entire life. It was so bad. And so he got kicked out of the game and that whole thing. But ends up being, he's not going to get any further punishment or whatever, and Oregon won the game by like 25 points anyways. But it's just it's the principle of the matter that you totally took a player out of a game for making a reflex move that he didn't even really have control over. It was just something that, you have to do it, otherwise you're going to totally, blow out your meniscus and probably tear your ACL and all this shit. It's just it was such a weird, finicky thing. So you can find it all over the internet now. It's been talked about on ESPN and all these other places. So if you want to check it out, just type in Dylan Brooks kicks guy in the balls or whatever, and you'll find it. So with that said, my friends, we are 15-0, still totally doing it. And with that, we're going to stop right here. But when we come back next time on Let's Play NBA Hangtime on Sports Sunday, we're 15-0. So we have officially taken out half the teams in the league. And hey, if the rest of the games are going to be like this, I don't know how much longer that win streak's going to go. But we're hoping and praying that we can keep it going. So until then, my friends, this is your host, Lovely Cheese Pizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy, everybody. Bye.